Welcome back to my channel. Am I going to upload a Thanksgiving video because it's almost Christmas? And that's what I did with the Halloween video. Uploaded it like a month late. Nope. In this video, I'm going to be talking about one of my most embarrassing moments. Like how I seem to blush every single time I talk to somebody. And it makes me look guilty as fuck. Yep, I don't know why I do it, but I do. Apparently, talking to people is just too much for my shy, awkward self. Embarrassing moments. You know, the memories you seem to inwardly cringe at every single time you think of them. Like the time that I cried in front of a cop, and it wasn't because he was drop-dead gorgeous. But that's another story that I'll tell you another time. Or not, because like I said, embarrassing moments. Nope, in this time I am going to tell you about the time that my dumb self got the fire department to come to my work. So, stay tuned for that. 'Twas the night before Christmas, and all through the house not a creature was stirring, not even a mouse. Except it wasn't the night before Christmas, and the mice were definitely stirring because I work in a basement. So, yes, there's mice and spiders and all that lovely stuff. But it was late at night, probably like around midnight. So, yep, the bodies definitely were not stirring. And no, I don't work in a morgue. I work in a shelter. That's really all you need to know. So it was late at night, and I hear a little beeping sound coming from upstairs. Upstairs is where the shelter is. Downstairs in the basement is where my office is. So I go upstairs, and one of the little, what are they, like the fire alarm boxes, you know, the red ones where you pull and set off the fire alarm, whatever, was beeping. It wasn't loud, it was a light beep. And I'm like, okay, what is going on here? Turns out they just beep if the casing is open ever so slightly. Well, I didn't know that. No, I did not. So I go over to one that I thought was beeping. Turns out it wasn't even the right one. And I'm like, ooh, I don't know what to do here. I'm guessing it just needs to be reset. How do you reset the alarm? Oh, here's a key. Maybe you put it in this little keyhole and you turn, and that will open up the rest of it, and there's a reset button. No, when you turn the key in the box, that makes a big fire alarm go off. You know, the one that's super loud, and you can't even think or hear or breathe or anything when it goes off. So, mind you, it's midnight, everybody's sleeping, there's kids in the shelter, and I've just set off this very loud fire alarm. And it is so loud that I'm like panicking, I can't even think. I'm like, oh gosh, what am I supposed to do? Like, how do I get it to stop? I'm like, isn't there some sort of code you have to put in? And I'm sitting there trying to think of the code. Meanwhile, everybody's getting up, coming downstairs, questioning me as to what's going on. I mean, they just think it's a fire drill, and I have to tell them, no, I am a dumbass, and it is not a fire drill. I set it off. Sorry, guys. So I was like, screw it. I really don't know how to shut this stupid thing off. So I have to call my supervisor at home, which is also embarrassing because you never want your supervisor thinking you're incompetent. But luckily, she was great about it, walked me through it. Turns out, all I had to do was press the silence button. That's right, the silence button. That's literally all I had to do. Can we just take a moment to think about how dumb I am? But she told me press the silence and reset button. I'm like, oh, okay, sure. Yeah, let's set that. So I pressed the silence and reset button, and all's quiet and well in the world, or so you would think. But now I have a resident that's pretty angry at me because she's like, I just got my kids to bed and it's a school night. Like, this is not okay. Sorry, lady, accidents happen. Like, what do you want? But anyways, you know, I'm used to getting yelled at there, so whatever. But anytime the fire alarm goes off at the shelter, the fire department have to come, no matter what. And this is where it gets really embarrassing. So the fire department shows up, and they're like, hey, what's going on? Like, what triggered the alarm? And I have to sit there and tell them, oh, it was me. Like, I accidentally touched it and it went off. Sorry to drag you out at midnight. You're probably a volunteer, so I probably dragged you out of bed. You came here, probably sirens blaring, waking up all the neighbors, and it was nothing. No fire. Sorry. I just was stupid. Isn't that forgivable? No. So they're like, okay, well, we have to check this out anyways because it went off. I'm like, okay. They're like, well, now it turns out we can't even check the proper alarm that went off because you pressed the reset button. Could you have not done that? I'm like, sorry. So at this point, I'm getting yelled at by everybody. And I'm very embarrassed at this point. So yes, that was a thing. And the cherry on top of that lovely little embarrassing moment was the firemen weren't even cute. They weren't even hot. Like, what happened to the ones that you see in the calendars? No, these were like older men, and one of them, I swear, was like 12 years old. It's like, are you even old enough to put out fires? Like, is this past your bedtime? Does your mom, know where you are? So that was pretty embarrassing. But I mean, honestly, who wants to be the dumb idiot that wakes everybody up in the middle of the night because you don't know how to operate a simple little machine or whatever it is and drag the fire department out in the middle of the night for nothing? But I swear, it feels like the fire department is always coming when I'm there because they came another time too. But at least this time it was legit. But I still got yelled at, so. So I hope you enjoyed that video. Be sure to subscribe to my channel because I am about 150 subscribers away from 1,000. And it's amazing and awesome and wonderful. And I have you all to thank for that. Embarrassing moments. The memories you seem to cringe at. Oh, gosh. Okay. Embarrassing moments. The memories you seem to inwardly cringe at every single time you think, why can't I get this? Embarrassing moments. The memories you seem to inwardly cringe at every single, no. Embarrassing moments. The memories you seem to cringe at.